Hello and welcome to Financial Accounting Online. I just wanted to give a quick video to navigate the course. Sometimes it's easier if somebody just showed you some important aspects to the course. I think it's pretty fairly well laid out, but again, I'll give you some helpful hints here. Obviously, in the Start Here button, you want to start there. I've included what I consider helpful information here. Notice that you can log in and out of all of the homeworks as much as you want. That's not the same policy for the exams. Those are timed and there's some other restrictions there. But the assignments, you can log in and out as much as you want. I would encourage you, speaking of the exams, to do the practice problems for them so that you're ready for those. And notice here that you can move as quickly as you'd like through the course since it's going to be open and it's probably going to be opened early as well. But I understand that things come up, but I'm not going to allow outside of an emergency for you to submit anything late. It's simply not fair to the others if I allow one person to do that and not everybody. You run into favoritism and potentially discrimination with that. So I just refrain from doing any of that. So please don't ask. It just makes it uncomfortable. Oh, and again, if emergencies come up, emergency being not something like I had to stay late at work, but something like you had to be rushed to the emergency room or something like that, that obviously is a conversation we can have and should have. The video to this course will be here. I put some best ways to move through the course, what I think has worked in the past. Regarding the textbook, this course's textbook is what's called integrated into the course. So you do not want to opt out of the textbook. If you opt out of the textbook within 14 days, you're not going to have access to the homework any longer, which means that there's a little bit of a delay there and you're going to miss some homework assignments. So again, don't want to do that. Some helpful AU resources are there with links and some technology help if you run into anything tech related. The syllabus and the schedule is there. The schedule is just like you see it there. We follow a pretty easy schedule, meaning that it's pretty standard, meaning we take a couple of days to do a chapter. You have a couple of days to study, and then you have an exam. And more will be given to you on the exams as it gets a little closer. But generally you have a pre-class assignment, 2 of those, and then a bigger assignment that is homework related. Speaking of all that, you can find the syllabus there, which I'll let you read on your own as well. The chapter content, that's where you're going to find all of your weeks. I have them organized by weeks. This is an 8-week course. And you will find everything you need in those weeks. I even put the dates in there. So for example, in week 1, you have chapter 1 and chapter 2. In week 2, you have 3 and then the exam. I'm going to go through a typical chapter just to give you an idea of what's going down there. I've included the instructor PowerPoint there. The reason I've included the instructor PowerPoint is because when you get to the do it in class type exercises here, you're going to notice that we do those typically in class, but since you're not in class, then those solutions are provided for you as well, so that you can, go through the PowerPoints, check your answers, and you'll have those answers there. Followed in every module is then a quick video, and I've given how long each video is there. So this one is classifying accounts. This one is always, when it says chapter 1 lecture, that's just a lecture by me. This one here, when it's the shorter one, is a video from the publisher. So you'll notice that just like any video,
acquiring the resources necessary to run the business.
They're quick. Those ones, even my videos are quick, and I would urge you obviously to watch those. After that, I have a couple of different practice exercises that you can do. I would say, would you like to play the audio? You can or you can't. It doesn't matter to me. This is just an example. Identify the forms of business organization and uses of accounting, and it gets into some information. If you were to play the video, this would be read to you. But there are in here some exercises that you can do. So here you can answer the advantages and the disadvantages. Again, it just provides you with another great resource to be able to use when you're practicing if you for an exam or just the homework. There's followed by a chapter 1 e-text link, and at the very bottom of every chapter you're going to find here this little icon. It says submit. So they're always at the bottom and they're always in a row. So if you follow that kind of path, you should be just fine. It's when you start to shortcut the process that you might run into trouble. And again, I am absolutely happy to help you along the way. I have office hours on campus if you are around. Those office hours, I'm always in by 8 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and my classes end by 1:30. I would ask that you shoot me an email and let me know you're coming so that I can make sure that I'm in my office and not grabbing a coffee or chatting with a colleague or anything like that. But I am on campus, so you are welcome to come into my office and we can go over any types of problems that you may have. But it should be self-explanatory. After that, some information on tutoring. If you need tutoring, I urge you to do that. Here's a little QR code that you can scan or you can fill out this request here for tutoring. You can have drop-in tutoring. They haven't come out with the schedule just yet. Last year, I think it was Thursdays from 7 to 9 p.m. You can also get an individual tutor if that schedule doesn't work for you. And I would urge you again to contact the tutoring office. Tutoring is nice because then you have a dedicated person that can help you walk through that information. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. You are welcome to begin the class early. I am available for questions. Again, you can work as far ahead as you'd like, but again, no late submissions. So best wishes to you. Again, I'll be waiting for your emails.